Snails are one of the most incredible species on Earth, second only to insects. Few live in water and others live on land. The ones in our gardens are, of course, land snails. Although there are shell-less snails called slugs. Slugs can be extremely destructive to plants, but snails all around are useful because they feed on dead and dying plant material, and their feces are a nutrient-rich fertilizer for the soil. Snails are also important nutrition for other wildlife, including mammals, birds, reptiles, and insects. Humans like it, too. The size of a snail's shell does not necessarily reflect its dweller. Few kinds have a shell large enough to hide completely within them, while others have small shells. A weakness for all land snails is that their size is fixed by the effects of sobriety and their bodily strength. Different from water snails, which have the buoyancy to lighten their load, land snails carry the whole weight of their shell. Few shells are sporty, with rounds of color, like the Cuban painted snails, that withstand anyone passing by without stopping to think highly of their beauty. Most snails, though, lay low, with camouflaging shades of white, gray, yellow, or brown to hide better in whatever living environment they occupy. Other difference variables on shells help identify their kinds, broadness and height, number of rolls and hills, and whether they are thin or thick. Shells are naturally hairless, but some kinds, particularly as minors, have a speck. It's believed this helps them adhere to wet leaves. When it comes to the sleep habits of these animals, snails are nighttime vibrant due to their choice for cooler temperatures and higher wetness temperature levels. Most studies indicate that all snail kinds are enthusiastic. Snails can sleep during the day. Regardless, their sleeping habit is not precise to 24 hours, day and night hours. Their sleep process stays 2 to 3 days, with 7 attacks lasting 24 minutes every 14 to 16 hours. There are roughly 32 to 40 hours between sleep revolutions. Land snails like to come out when it rains, regardless of the time of day. It turns out that snails need moisture to survive. Their bodies are mainly water, and they secrete a mud path as they move around. This mud helps them to breathe, as well as to stay hydrated. If snails are in direct sunlight for too long, their skin will dry, and they will die. So, rain provides an excellent opportunity to experience and explore the world around them. During the hot season, land snails avoid the hot heat and dryness of the daytime by hiding in shady areas such as under rocks and in gaps. Every snail has a shell, and unlike many other shelled animals, snails do not get rid of their shells and form new ones. As snails grow, their shells grow with them. Their growth begins while they are still inside of the egg, and when they are born, they already have their shells. To make their shell strong, snails are continually in search of calcium-rich food sources to produce a strong and hard shell for their weak bodies to grow into. Those snails can eat a wide range of foods, that does not stop them from becoming prey for larger predators. Because these animals are slow-moving and lack basic defense skills, they usually fall victim to other hungry pests or epidemic diseases.